All right, in the last video we talked about reviewing equations. In this video we want to discuss equations again with a slightly different perspective this time. So in this problem I have 2 times parentheses 2x minus 1 equals 18. So the thing we didn't talk about last time is, remember, we have our scale. Everything here is equal to everything on the other side. So when we're all said and done, whatever x is, this side of the equation should also be 18. But we don't know what x is, so we have to figure that out. So the thing I didn't tell you in the last video, we discussed you add and subtract working backwards before you multiply and divide. But the one thing we didn't talk about is we need to simplify this entire side if possible. And we need to simplify this entire side if possible before we add and subtract to both sides or before we multiply and divide to both sides. 18, that's simplified. We can't go anywhere from there. The left side of our equation, we can distribute our 2. So we can multiply 2 times 2x. We can multiply 2 times negative 1. 2 times 2x is going to give us 4x. 2 times negative 1 is going to give us negative 2. So this side is now simplified because we know that we can't combine a variable with a constant. So that's as simplified as I can get. On the other side of the equation, we already said that 18 is simplified. Okay. From this point, this was going to work just like the last video tutorial we did. We have 4 times x minus 2 is equal to 18. Okay. Remember, we add and subtract to both sides before we multiply and divide to both sides. So since we have negative 2, we want this to go away. So to get it to go away, we do the opposite. If I have negative 2 and I add 2, it becomes 0, leaving me with just 4x on this side. But remember, in our last tutorial, we talked about if we add 2 to this side, we also have to add 2 to the other side because we have our scale. And if we add 2 here, that means this side got heavier. We haven't added 2 to that side yet. It got lighter and our scale tipped. So we need to keep our scale balanced or equal because equation is just 2 sides that are equal. So we added 2, so they stay equal now. 18 plus 2 is 20. And now we have 4 times a number equals 20. Remember, we want to do the opposite when we're working backwards. Instead of times, we're going to divide to get rid of our 4. We're going to divide 20 by 4 to keep that scale balanced. 4 divided by 4 is 1, leaving us with just 1x. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay, and just like the last video, you could go back and check your answer. You can plug your 5 in for your x. So in this case, if we plug that 5 in, we're going to end up with 2 times 2 times 5 minus 1. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. So we end up with 2 times 9. 2 times 9 gives us a total on this left side of the equation of 18. And the equation should equal 18.